This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Ew. Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, March 19th. I'm here with Brandon, Tori. I'm Jeff. We have a three-person panel to practice social distancing.
And I'm wearing my 1920s dress for some reason.
What's going on there?
I don't know. I'm churning butter in the brakes. I don't know. I thought it was cute.
It looks good.
Does
nice.
it?
It's nice.
All right.
Very
If you need
Game
a
of
parachute,
Thrones-ish.
there's fabric to spare.
Spare. All right.
There we go.
Good start. Celebrities are sharing how they're entertaining themselves and their fans at home during the coronavirus crisis. Ellen may be off the air, but the talk show host is finding creative ways to keep busy, like putting a puzzle together with 4,000 pieces. That's a good one. When was the last time you did a puzzle?
Last night.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's an amazing thing to do. Color, puzzle, things like that. Meditative.
I didn't even think about that.
Very helpful. The kids would love it.
Yeah, they would.
Yes, they
Except
would.
they would knock the pieces all over the place.
Yes, they would.
And Justin Bieber, I heard he saw this one, and Haley Baldwin showed us their dance moves on her brand new TikTok account, huh?
No, people, you need to do more than just a couple dance moves.
Yeah.
Like, really entertain us. Give me something, some dance that's been done over and over again. Come on.
But let me get this straight. It doesn't have to be a specific dance. You could do whatever you want, right? You just have to choreograph it yourself.
Right. That's my question. Is everyone doing the same TikTok dance?
No, it is. It's a renegade. It's a renegade. It's a type of dance move that some young high school girl made up. Yeah, so everyone, you do the whole,
So that was the renegade, what Justin Bieber was doing?
Yes, and they need to stop. Everyone else, stop. Think of your own, come up with your own dance move. You know what? I'm gonna start the B London Challenge.
But you gotta have someone to do it.
No, you don't.
What are you talking about?
My self-quarantine is for myself.
Wait, can you TikTok alone?
Yeah, just press the button.
Me and Tori have a lot of TikTok.
We have a lot of questions. We're ancient.
Maybe we'll break it down tomorrow in a whole segment.
Yeah,
All right,
please.
Coldplay frontman Chris Martin is trying to encourage people to stay inside during the pandemic. Look at this little cutie.
Yeah.
He put on a concert at home for his fans.
That's
I like
awesome,
that.
dude. That's really cool. It breaks up the day.
It doesn't. I mean, it's free just to pop that on and see a little inside Chris Martin's house.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's gonna make me want to go outside. I don't like Coldplay.
Oh, really?
No.
Not even like one song.
Nah, I couldn't tell you not one song from Coldplay.
And it was all yellow.
Was it?
I don't know if that was. That's like it's a good one.
Yeah, Clocks is good. Scientist.
Yeah, Clocks is good.
Yeah.
But it's a great idea what they're doing.
Yeah, give
For
them a
you.
little-
Yeah, I love what they're doing.
All
Yeah,
right, I like it.
yeah.
How about this one? John Legend
love
followed
it.
suit with his own mini performance. There he is. Of course, Chrissy Teigen had to get in there, right?
You get
Even if
so
she's wearing
mad.
a bath towel.
Oh, God.
She's like, John, are you filming? Hold on, I'll be right out.
Dude, it's awesome that she did that because you know half the people wanted to see Chrissy, not John.
Well, I mean,
understand that.
Chrissy in a towel is a whole different.
It's a whole different thing.
You get a whole different audience.
That's true. Now, she always walks around in this towel constantly. It's like a running joke. And then she got kind of...
Oh, she does?
Oh, constantly.
Where have I been?
I don't know.
You
You're
don't
not...
like
I don't know
Chrissy,
what No, I don't like Chrissy Teigen. I love John Legend, but I like him a little less because Chrissy Teigen's got to put her face in everything.
Wow.
What were you saying?
She also drank wine, rosé. They have their own rosé, and she got kind of tipsy, and it was just like a really fun. I love Chrissy.
See, I would like that.
Yeah,
But maybe.
I think you're kind of wrong to hate.
You know, I think we
Teigen.
just do too many stories on her, and I'm played out. Maybe if I watched her, actually, I'd like her.
But at the same time, she has to do this. These celebrities have to do this because if your production is canceled, your shows are canceled, the people can't see you on the broadcast. Now, this is your way. This is what social media is for, to put out your own message, market yourself. So they need their dollars to keep coming in, ad revenue, marketing revenue. Hey, if I had more of a following, I'd be in the bathrobe too.
Hey, man, whatever works. I'm just hating because I'm here and she's in a towel. And Arnold Schwarzenegger posted this message to millennials from his hot tub.
What a weirdo.
Take a look.
Keep staying at home, and away from the crowds and away from outside. The reason why I'm saying that is because I still see photographs and videos of people sitting in outside cafes all over the world and having a good time and hanging out in crowds. That is not wise because that's how you can get the virus.
Okay, what's going on with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Now I'm looking every day to see what's new with him. Because remember the miniature donkey and the horse?
Yeah.
And now he's wearing a sheriff hat, smoking a stogie with his Yorkie Terrier, just walking
It
by.
looked like a filter that you use on Instagram. You're like, stay in your hot tub. You know what I mean? I thought it didn't even look like him.
It was just so, and he's like, that's how you get the virus. We're like, yeah, we know.
Are you appreciating his message from his hot tub, or does this seem a little elitist to you?
Because it's Schwarzenegger and he's such a big personality, I'm okay with it. Now, there are some celebrities that kind of rub me the wrong way, and I'm going to get some flack for it. But I thought maybe the Imagine went viral, if you guys know. The different celebrities singing Imagine by John Lennon.
Yeah.
And it was like Imagine all the people, and it was all these different celebrities, and it just hit the wrong note for a lot of people.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, because it was like, imagine you're in your mansions all alone. And a lot of nurses are on the front line being like, imagine we all get tests and we aren't NBA players. You know what I mean?
I saw someone posted something with nurses. Man, I wish I would have remembered. But you just
I know exactly what it is.
When they're saying, we're here for you, so stay home for us.
Yeah, stay home. We're here for you, stay home for exactly. You nailed it.
Right,
stay home for us.
So, I mean, that's a message coming straight from the nurse.
Absolutely, and I love what you were saying, how it did rub some people the wrong way. I'm not hating on it because I get what they're trying to do, but at the same time, no one wants to see the Incredible Hulk singing Imagine, Mark Ruffalo, because this is a dire time right now where our celebrities, you look at our NBA athletes, they're donating some of their money to the people who are really affected, being the ticket master people and the event staff people. Those are really out of a job. If I'm out of a job right now and I'm not getting a paycheck, I don't want to see Gal Gadot singing no Imagine. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. There's a meme going. I'm completely on with you, Brandon. There's a meme that says, not all heroes wear capes, but a whole dedicated bunch of them wear scrubs.
Yep.
And I think that's a beautiful message that we can give our audience.
You mentioned Ticketmaster. I don't feel sorry for them. They got stockpiles with their processing fees.
I meant the people who punched the ticket. The Ticketmaster just popped up in my head.
What is a processing fee? I'm going to go off on one. Who gets that money? I paid $400 for a pair of tickets, and now I got to pay $80 in processing fee.
What's processing?
Who's getting paid to process that? I want to be a processor.
Yeah, what does a processing fee mean?
I don't know. Nobody does. They just steal your money. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Silence.
After we figure out this coronavirus, processing fees are the next to tackle. I want to see celebrities taking videos from
right up the legislation.
Take a breath.
You good?
We're all on edge.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to Kourtney Kardashian. She had a very different way of talking about coronavirus on social media. Check out what she reposted on Instagram for her 88 million followers. A highlighted verse from the Bible with the words, "Pay attention, children." Many think she's suggesting God would punish an evil world, an evil world with an epidemic, kind of what's going on. What do you guys think right now?
I can see why she's doing that. There's a lot of confusion when it comes to this virus, of what to do going forward. So a lot of people are going back to their sources. It could be religion, it could be astrology, it could just be straight up conspiracy theories. Everyone's trying to wrap their head around why this is happening to everyone right now as a world. So she caught a lot of flack, I think earlier this month, because she posted a quote from a book from a psychic that said that there was going to be a global pandemic in 2020. So
Dean Koontz. It was an author. Is that right?
Sylvia Brown is the author. Yeah. So I mean, you're just going to go to what you know. And right now, in that Kardashian family, seems like religion.
I sort of disagree with you on this one.
Okay.
My whole thing is this: don't go biblical on this. To me, because you can really scare a lot of people that this was a punishment from God or this is hurting certain people, not others. I really think science, basing yourself in science right now, is super important. And she, to me, has a responsibility with that amount of that platform to say, "Pay attention, children." Sort of scarily circle it was like, you're kind of scaring me,
but she's talking to her people, the children of the Lord. So there are a lot of people who are based in religion or use their religion as their support system. They're not going to listen to science. They're going to go to what the Bible says, this book says.
Yeah.
So if God is saying, if she's highlighting this and saying, pay attention, children of the Lord, because this has already been written.
But I don't like that have something with evil in it.
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of ways to be positive with the Bible as opposed to scaring someone with the. So I see what you're saying there, and I'm with you though. And lean to religion if you want some comfort.
Yeah, because it says repent to the Lord. You know. So,
absolutely. All right, guys. The highly anticipated Friends reunion is on a break.
You gotta be kidding me.
You get it?
Yeah.
It's the latest production to be delayed or shut down due to the virus. We're on a break.
We're on a break. I just got it. Yeah.
The cast was set to start filming on the iconic Central Perk set next week, but for now, the special has been pushed to May. And American Idol has also shut down production production in the middle of its season. The live shows were supposed to start filming in April, but all contestants were sent home to be with their families. I think that's a smart idea.
All types of production are feeling it. Scripted shows, syndicated shows, live shows, now even streaming shows are having to stop or halt production because where were we at? No more gatherings of what, 10 or more people?
Right.
These big time productions have over 100 people on staff. So I get it. But the biggest thing a lot of Americans are going to hate, this is the last Playboy issue.
Really?
For the year, and maybe even for all time.
Do you still read Playboy?
No, I just think of our audience, there's a lot of Playboy.
I didn't even know it was still going on.
It's still going on, man. Still going on, yeah.
I feel like I've been in a cave for 3
Yeah, where
months.
have you been, dude?
Listen, we had 1 day off.
You're gone.
And I was completely checked out. Like, if we had 2 weeks off, I'd come back with a beard and not even know what I'm
like the dude.
Yeah,
looking like the dude.
When they say check out, I'm totally fine with staying at home with my family, checking out on social media.
Me too.
You know, we just moving into a house, so I had a million projects planned. So it's like, I don't know what the problem is, why people need to go out. We're going to talk about it in our next fifth host. I don't see the problem. Stay home.
Stay home, yeah. Well, it's like a difference between the younger people in its spring break, and that's a big call for a lot of people. And at some point, you got to just be a not selfish a-hole, to be honest, and stay home.
I agree.
There's no other way to say it.
I mean, I had a problem. I didn't know if I was going to be able to stay home. I had to go and buy an Xbox and video games. I'm 35 years old with a headset on, yelling at 10-year-old kids, "Come on, dude, watch my 6" on Call of Duty. Like it's unreal. But this is what we got to do.
You should get yourself a Madden and play with yourself.
Oh boy,
that was back in the day. That was back in the day.
Not
okay.
Something else you could do during the break. Coming up on DBL, Vanessa Hudgens is getting major backlash over a coronavirus post, but should she be canceled? We're sharing your comments next.
Closed captioning provided by...
We're giving you an update just so you guys know. We are keeping it light here, but we want to give you some news. Italy has just surpassed China as the amount of people that have it, I think, and deaths, me. They are experiencing a lot of deaths, and I want to be clear. Italy has a very older population, including, it's the oldest of all of Europe. So they expected a lot. Now, what happened in Italy is the hospitals got overrun. They are inundated. And why I say this is because America's about 2 weeks behind Italy. So Trump was talking about MASH hospitals, field hospitals. They're turning, what do you call it, a stadium? Is that what you guys call it? Into a hospital. A dome or something?
Oh, really? Indoor stadium?
Yeah, in Washington. They're also using hotels, abandoned hotels to be a full hospital. But they can create it in a parking lot if they absolutely need it. That's why we see U.S. naval ships, there's 2 of them. They're actually going to New York to deal with non-coronavirus people because it's taking up so much. So we don't want to make that decision of who is expendable, and I say that with horrendous feeling, but also a lot of respect, and who is we can try and save. And I do want to mention too, 20 to 45, the people ages 20 to 54, are also experiencing hospitalization on another level. So don't think you're immune. 20 to 54, they're in the ERs.
And then lighten it up a little bit. You all at home, we're talking about celebrities and they're singing and telling your everyday people what they should be doing. How do you all feel about that? Do you need a Taylor Swift, not saying Taylor Swift the same thing, do you need a Kardashian or Mark Ruffalo to either to bring your spirits up or to tell you what to do?
But the answer is
yes.
Really?
I agree
They'll
with Jeff.
say no, but the answer is
if Kylie Jenner said something,
yes.
it impacts the amount of a small country. I 100% think.
You really think so?
If she's like, Kylie Jenner's like, don't go on spring break, you guys, she would impact a lot of people by not going.
See,
but they're like, I didn't go because of Courtney.
My thing is, I would rather that celebrity not say that. I would rather them press our lawmakers and all to get more tests. That's what I want to hear from.
I see both. I think they can do both.
Welcome back to DBL. Everyone's talking about coronavirus, of course, even celebrities. And Vanessa Hudgens is in the hot seat after saying some controversial stuff on Instagram earlier this week. Just let her speak for herself.
Till July sounds like a bunch of I'm sorry, but like, it's a virus, I get it, like, I respect it, but at the same time, like, even if everybody gets it, like, yeah, people are gonna die. It's just terrible, but like, inevitable?
stay off that Instagram. Vanessa apologized later, but people are still putting her on blast for being insensitive and not taking the pandemic seriously. They want her canceled now, but Chrissy Teigen, putting her face in everything, came to Vanessa's defense, tweeting, some people, especially famous people, are going to say some really stupid bleep, and so are you. So DBL Nation, during this crisis, do celebs get a pass, or is she responsible for what she said?
Let's get to this comments.
Oh, we're doing a fifth host. I was just very upset.
No, I like the passion.
No, it's DBL Take. It's This is DBL Access.
Take.
So
this is our
DBL Take. Late show. All right. Miranda says, she's on Twitter. She says Vanessa needs to go back to high school for a little more education and a little less singing. Hey, I'm with you on this one, Miranda, because if we all get it and we're all gonna die doesn't that mean Vanessa dies too? But it's just come on now. A lot of people are stepping in it when it comes to this, and we're seeing this. Some things that people said a couple weeks ago, now videos and all are coming to the light. Right now, like I said, celebrities, you do not need to be pressing and telling people what they need to be doing. You need to be pressing Big Pharma and all those out there and wonder why only the elite can have the test. Why not the people watching your Instagram stories?
Interesting. Well, Nick from Facebook says the whole point of being a celebrity is getting attention, even if it's negative. Vanessa just doing her job. Wow. Say that to Jussie Smollett. You know what I mean? I think negative attention can be really bad for your reputation. Look, Vanessa comes off as and I don't mean to be a valley girl about it, a young, uninformed, uneducated person that is spreading the diseases to grandma and grandpa and immunocompromised people. So therefore, that's dangerous, reckless, and I think absurd. You sound stupid, you sound dumb, and you sound dangerous. So I think I'm not saying cancel her, but I certainly think she should apologize for real.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys a question. I don't want to put out false information out there. Jussie, I saw somewhere on Instagram that he had, listen, I'm just saying this isn't information, but I heard that he has coronavirus.
Really?
And someone's like, does he?
Right.
Is that fake?
Wow. Who knows? But with Jussie, I got to question everything with Jussie.
Okay, so I don't know if that's a joke. I saw it on Instagram. I wanted to clear with you guys since I've been apparently on an island for 3 weeks.
Jeff!
We'll find out later. All right, Amy from Facebook says, leave Vanessa alone. It may be a little insensitive, but she's going through this just like the rest of us. Listen, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt here. People make mistakes. I'm gonna say stupid things on TV. I already have plenty of them. Plenty of them. We all know. But here's the thing. Learn from your mistakes. This needs to be a learning experience for Vanessa Hudgens. All my biggest learning experiences were all the biggest mistakes I've ever done in my life. So I'm going to give her a pass on this one. Hopefully the pushback that she got from everyone on social media is going to help her go the opposite way.
Definitely don't cancel, though. No cancel.
No cancel.
And don't cancel me when I say something stupid.
Cancel Jeff, yes.
We'll be right back.
All right, guys, we do have an update for you. Rosie ODonnell is actually doing a one-time only back to her show. If you remember, she had a talk show. It's going to be a fundraiser. It's going to be a one-time only through YouTube. But Jeffrey has a Rosie O'Donnell story.
I do. So my father, long story short, he worked in New York as a consultant for 2.5 years. I think that's what the title. That's not the story. Anyways, he'd fly back and forth to Chicago, and on Thursday nights, me and my buddies would fly out to New York. So he had an apartment in Manhattan with 3 other guys, and they would all leave to go be with their families. So then we had an open apartment in New York. Long story short, we went to the Rosie O'Donnell taping. They're like, listen, you have to write in way before. This is right after college. You have to write in. You can't get in here. I'm like, trust me, we're going to get in. Somehow we came back, we left, we came back, we tried to get in on Conan O'Brien, couldn't get in there, we came back to Rosie, they're like, hey, you guys still want to get in? Come in. Put us in the front row, and my buddy's like, I'm like, watch this. I'm like, I'm gonna get us free tickets to a Broadway play.
Why do you do this?
And they're like, no, how? Because I used to watch Rosie all the time, and if you mentioned Broadway, she'd get you tickets. So she came out before the show, and she's like, anyone have any questions? I'm like, Rosie, me and my buddies are new in town. I'm like, what's a good Broadway play we could see? And she's like, hold on, save that thought. So she goes on air, and she's like, I want to give 3 tickets to, it was A Tale of an Allergist's Wife. I still remember the name of it. She goes, I want to give my 3 buddies from Chicago, they're just visiting New York, free tickets. And we are center, front row, center.
Jeff has the most
lucky
play. Life ever.
Yeah, so now I'm a Rosie fan.
fan. He went to, what did you go to Ellen, and someone you thought was on wasn't going to be on, and instead it was Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
And the whole audience got tickets to Australia.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't want to go to a Knicks game?
I went to a Knicks game.
Of course he did.
Yeah, I went to Knicks.
He played on the court.
No, we got tickets. But yeah, I went to a Knicks game too.
So she's going to do a one-time show?
Yeah.
She's going to do a one-time show to raise money?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We'll see how...
Welcome back to DBL Deal Blast. Lifestyle expert Denise Plant has socially distanced herself all the way out of the studio, so I called in none other than Jeff Schroeder to help us shop these hot items at the lowest prices, because I know how much Jeff likes the deals with morningsave.com.
Yeah, I'm sad that we're so far apart now, Erica, but I am very excited about these sweet, sweet deals, and you know how much I like to save money.
I do. All right, well, let's get started.
All right.
Then. Now, this is the Pradier Age-Defying Stem Cell Collection. It restores your skin's texture and appearance while also regenerating the most vulnerable areas of your face, neck, and chest. The set includes rapid eye lifting cream, facial lifting cream, neck and chest cream, and 3 face masks. Now, Jeff, before you say anything, I know that you've had some Botox done, so you are in the mindset.
That cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
It was a little extreme for me, but this is more my speed. How much are we talking on this?
And you can do it at home. Okay, get this. Normally, it's $2,750. Now it's $49, savings up to 98% off. Now, this is the 4-packed Primula Thermal Hot or Cold 14-ounce tumblers. Now, savor every last drop of your beverage at the temperature you started with, because cold beverages stay cold for up to 24 hours. Hot beverages stay hot for up to 8 hours. They're available in 3 color assortments: metallics, essentials, or jewel. And I love these because I drink my coffee out of this every morning and it stays hot.
I can see these look like an Erica Cobb
They do
special.
look like an Erica.
And you know I want some Erica Cobb special in my house. How much are we talking?
All right, well, we're gonna hook you up because we're talking basically, champagne taste, beer budget. That's how Erica Cobb rolls. So normally as much as $70, now it's $20, savings up to 83% off.
That's what I'm talking about. Erica Cobb style with Big Jeff prices.
Exactly. Now moving on, next is the Pure Sonic S430 Sonic toothbrush with 12 brush heads. It brushes deep between teeth to remove plaque from hard to reach places and to keep your dentist happy. It also has 3 operations: normal, soft, and massage. Normally it's as much as $60. Now it's only $29 with a savings up to 52% off. Now lastly, it's the 3-pack Tracker Pixel Bluetooth tracking device. Now Pixel is Tracker's smallest, lightest, and brightest Bluetooth tracker with a loud ring and LED lights. Now simply attach it to the stuff that you value, pair it with the app, and use your phone to find it fast. It's also available in 3 color combinations. Now let's just see how much we are together on this. Who needs this the most in 3, 2, 1? Tori. Exactly. Now for Tori, it could be as much as $70, but now it's on sale for just $12, savings up to 83% off.
For $12, I say split it 6 and 6, and we just pin one to Tori.
Or we get one apiece. So we're spending $24 because that's how much she needs it.
Now, Erica, those are some sweet, sweet deals.
They always are.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
Erica Cobb, it's been
Socially Distanced. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Hey everyone, Tori here again with Dr. Coley. What's going on?
Hi, Tori.
My dress is a little like, what do you call it? Drop waist, so it makes my hips look big, so just don't worry about that. I just wanted to talk about protective equipment first. Gloves, masks, respirators. What did they first say to nurses, and what are they now telling nurses and doctors?
Yeah, so the CDC started out by saying cover yourself head to toe. Hazmat suit, goggles, gloves, and then the respirators to really protect yourself. Now they're saying the respirators can be switched out for face masks if there's a shortage of respirators. And all along we'd been hearing that face masks are not effective at stopping the transmission of this virus. So this has me really concerned. That we're exposing our healthcare workers to risk.
Let me ask you something also. Construction masks, they're now saying, but you just told me something right before we went on. They're now even saying you should use scarves. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so the CDC has kind of a graded algorithm. It says respirators are the best. Those are not available, use the face masks. If you don't have face masks, you can use homemade face masks, which is basically tying a scarf or a bandana around your face. And I don't have to say it, but that's not going to protect you against the coronavirus.
No.
Yeah. So this really, like I said, keeps me up at night because it has me worried about our healthcare workers.
I absolutely agree. What do you think about, and this is hard to hear, but the Dr. Fauci's, the Dr. Brisks,
do you trust them and listen to them more than the politicians? And is that just because you're a doctor?
You know, I do trust what they're saying, and a lot of what they're saying is evidence-based. So I do try to listen to Dr. Fauci as much as possible, but I do also understand that a lot of his decisions are based on political pressures, financial pressures, a lot of other things as well that may be out of his control. Now, in the press conference earlier today, they did say Dr. Fauci and Mike Pence said that they're working on a supply of masks from 3M. So hopefully there's going to be a new influx of masks and respirators coming.
Now, we also heard that this, I don't know if you know this, but an alcohol distillery is now changing from making beer and alcohol into hand sanitizers.
I had not heard that.
And they're giving it out for free. I also wanted to bring up something about testing. South Korea and U.S. found the same patients the same day that had coronavirus. They now have a testing system. You drive through, it's 10 minutes, you get a result texted within that day or the next, and it's for free, paid by the government. Are we going to see an influx of testing? Because I know a lot of these people are scared.
I think we missed the boat on testing. I really do.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think the time for testing was a few weeks ago. Having said that, I still think there's value in testing when it becomes available. But the reality of the situation is that most people today cannot get a test, even though they should. So as a doctor, I'd like to know what the virus is doing, who has it, how long they need to be quarantined, but we just don't have the tests available to do that. So we really have to test now only for the sickest patients.
Okay, and then also I heard Trump say something in Cuomo about field hospitals, MASH hospitals. If you guys ever watch MASH, I'm literally talking about those type of tent, and also taking abandoned buildings
and
hotels and turning them into hospitals. What do you guys think?
I think that's brilliant. I think we need to do what the Chinese did, which is find ways to build hospitals.
They did it in like 10 days.
Yeah, and I
amazing.
think he's ahead of the curve, as you had said earlier, so
awesome.
I applaud that.
Well, keep writing in. We'll keep taking questions. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Welcome back to DBL. Country star Brad Paisley, get this, he opened up a free grocery store in Nashville, and he's making sure seniors can get food without leaving their homes. What a cutie. Let's watch.
Well, the store is open, but in light of how times have changed, we have decided to change the way we do things a bit. We're mobilizing a group of volunteers to deliver groceries, 1 week's groceries, to elderly people that should not be out shopping on their own in these times.
What a great idea, right? What a great idea.
See, I think that's what a lot of people want to see their celebrities doing. Like you guys, it's deftone when you're in a hot tub smoking a cigar talking about stay at home. A lot of people can't relate to that, but the guy in the commercial with Peyton Manning, Brad Paisley, way to go.
There you go.
You know?
There you go.
I love Brad Paisley.
Go, you know, and like I said, our NBA players as well, donating that money to go to people who really need that money.
It's true. If you do see a WIC though on in the supermarket, that means it's saved for people with stamps and other things, so be careful not to hoard that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great show, guys. Welcome back. Reminder, you can watch us on Facebook and YouTube. Just search DBL. See you tomorrow.